Hi everyone, today we will discuss the hidden world of Japanese domestic market cars. Let's break down the different questions like what makes a car a legend? Is it the raw speed, the jaw-dropping style, or is it the story behind it? For Japanese domestic market cars, it's all of the above. These aren't just machines, they're cultural artifacts. They were born from a unique set of circumstances in Japan and are now chased by enthusiasts all over the world. For decades, the most powerful and interesting versions of Japan's automotive masterpieces were kept for themselves, creating a mystique, a kind of forbidden fruit for everyone else. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on this exclusive and often misunderstood world. We'll explore the history, the culture, and the rules that created these icons, and find out what it really takes to get one of these legends in your own garage. So, what does JDM actually mean? The letters stand for Japanese domestic market, and on the surface, the definition is simple: cars and parts made specifically for sale in Japan. But the real story is so much deeper. You see, Japan's car market has always played by its own set of rules. Strict regulations on vehicle size, taxes based on engine displacement, and a tough biannual inspection called the Shaken created a pressure cooker environment for carmakers. It forced them to innovate in ways their export models just didn't require. This is why a car you think you know might be a completely different animal in its JDM form. The perfect example? The Nissan Silvia. In the United States, it was sold as the 240SX, and it came with an engine it borrowed from a pickup truck. Yeah, durable, but not exactly thrilling. In Japan, however, the S14 Silvia got the legendary SR20DT, a turbocharged, high-revving engine that was a tuner's dream, capable of making serious power. It's a story that you see over and over again. More power, better tech, and features the rest of the world never saw. These cars weren't just different. They were often better. They were the versions the engineers and designers really wanted to build, made for the world's most demanding drivers. To really get the soul of JDM, you have to rewind to the 1980s and 90s. This was Japan's golden era. The country's economy was booming, and its car manufacturers, full of confidence and cash, were building some of the most exciting cars the world had ever seen. This period gave us the Titans, the cars that are still plastered on bedroom walls today. You had the Nissan Skyline GTR, nicknamed Godzilla, for the way it devoured the competition, thanks to its brilliant Atessa all-wheel drive system and the twin-turbo RB26 DETT engine. There was the Toyota Supra JZA80, a gorgeous Grand Tourer with the nearly indestructible 2JZ GTE engine. A power plant so over-engineered it became a tuning legend. Mazda gave us the RX-7, a lightweight work of art powered by its unique and screaming rotary engine. And Honda, taking what it learned from motorsport, created the NSX, a mid-engine supercar that proved exotic performance and everyday reliability could actually go together. This era was also shaped by the famous Gentleman's Agreement, a voluntary pact between Japanese automakers to limit the advertised power of their cars to 280 PS, about 276 horsepower. But this was an open secret. Everyone knew that cars like the Skyline and Supra were making more than that straight from the factory. This unspoken power just added to the mystique and created a culture where unlocking a car's true potential was part of the fun. It wasn't just about buying a fast car. It was about the journey of making it your fast car. The love for these cars couldn't stay locked within Japan's borders. Slowly, the culture started to spread, thanks to a perfect storm of media in the late 90s and early 2000s. Video games like Gran Turismo didn't just let you drive these cars you couldn't buy. They meticulously simulated their performance and tuning, creating a new generation of fans. Then the movies hit. The Fast and the Furious, through the neon-soaked world of Japanese street racing onto the big screen, making the orange Toyota Supra an instant icon and cementing JDM style in the global imagination. Drifting, the art of controlled chaos that started on the mountain passes of Japan, blew up into a worldwide motorsport, showcasing the incredible balance of rear-wheel drive Japanese cars, like the Nissan Silvia and Toyota Chaser. This global community is built on more than just horsepower. It's an appreciation for a certain philosophy. It's about the Japanese idea of omotenashi, or profound hospitality, which you can feel in the car's thoughtful design. It's about an aesthetic that values precision and function. But most of all, it's about a shared obsession that brings people together, whether at a local car meet or at a legendary gathering like the Daikoku Photo Parking Area in Yokohama. For decades, enthusiasts in America could only dream of owning these incredible machines. They were forbidden fruit, locked away by federal regulations. But there was a key, a loophole that was slowly counting down. The Imported Vehicle Safety Compliance Act of 1988, better known as the 25-year rule. Simply put, this law says that once a vehicle turns 25 years old from its manufacturing date, it's exempt from the modern safety and emissions standards it would have had to meet when it was new. This means that every year, a new batch of once-banned automotive legends can finally be legally imported into the United States. This rule is the single biggest reason JDM culture has exploded in North America. It's a rolling celebration, with fans eagerly watching the calendar, waiting for their dream car to finally be within reach. The last few years have been huge. Cars like the final versions of the Mazda RX 7FD and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 are now on the menu. And 2024 and 2025 are landmark years, as the earliest models of the Holy Grail itself, the R34 Nissan Skyline GTR, first produced in 1999, become legal for import, alongside the iconic Nissan Silvia S15, also from 1999. It's a chance for collectors and die-hard fans to finally own a piece of automotive history. The moment you find out your dream car is finally legal is incredible. But getting it from a port in Japan to your driveway is a whole other adventure. And it isn't always glamorous. First, there's the price. The boom in popularity means prices for the hero cars have gone through the roof. A clean R34 Skyline GTR, for example, can easily fetch over $150,000 before it even leaves Japan. Then there's the import process, which is a beast. You need to find a trustworthy exporter in Japan and an importer in your country to handle the buying, deregistering, shipping, and all the customs paperwork. Once it's here, the fun continues. Finding replacement parts can turn into a scavenger hunt, since many components are unique to the JDM models. You'll also need a mechanic who actually knows their way around these cars. And then there's the simple reality of living with one. You're driving on the wrong side of the car. Piloting a right-hand drive car in a left-hand drive world takes some getting used to, from figuring out a drive-through to safely passing someone on the highway. It's a true labor of love. While the high-performance heroes get all the attention, they're only one part of the incredibly diverse Japanese domestic market. If you ignore the rest, you're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. The cars that actually fill the streets of Tokyo and Osaka are often much smaller, and in many ways a lot more clever. I'm talking about K-cars. These are ultra-compact vehicles built to meet strict government limits on size and engine displacement, which gets their owners tax and insurance breaks. Cars like the Honda N-Box and Suzuki Spacia are perennial bestsellers in Japan. They are masters of packaging, designed to slip through narrow city streets and squeeze into tiny parking spots. They might look quirky to us, but they're a perfect example of how regulations can spark brilliant and practical ideas. Beyond the tiny K cars, you also have the stealthy sleepers. Think of cars like the Toyota Chaser, a four-door sedan that looks like it should be picking up the kids from school, but could be hiding the same high-performance turbocharged engines found in sports cars. They are the definition of speak softly and carry a big stick, and they've become icons in the tuning and drifting world for their undercover performance. So what's next? The car world is on the verge of a massive electric shift, and that's a huge challenge for a culture built on the sounds, smells, and mechanical soul of the internal combustion engine. The art of tuning, of swapping turbos and exhausts, is in JDM's DNA. How does that translate to a world of sealed batteries and silent motors? Japanese automakers have been a bit cautious about going all in on EVs, focusing heavily on hybrid tech. But the change is coming. We're already seeing glimpses of what a high-performance electric future could look like, with concepts like Subaru's 1,000 horsepower STI ERA, a monster built for the track. Will the spirit of JDM, that obsession with innovation, performance, and making a car your own, find a new home in the electric era? Or will the shift to EVs just make the golden era classics even more valuable, treasured as the last relics of a gas-powered age? It's a question the entire culture is facing, but if there's one thing JDM history has taught us, it's that passion and innovation always find a way to move forward. From the tight regulations of its home market to a full-blown global phenomenon, the world of JDM is a monument to Japan's passion for cars. It's a story of how limits can breed creativity, and how a devotion to engineering created cars that became absolute legends. These vehicles are more than just metal and rubber. They're a bridge that connects a worldwide community of people who all love some of the most unique machines ever built. So, what do you think? Which JDM classic is your all-time favorite? And what do you think the future holds for this incredible culture? Drop a comment below and let us know. If you enjoyed this trip into the hidden world of JDM, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching.